So you are afraid of something.
Death is.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Welcome to the madness.
We are the Mouths of Madness, your new favorite podcast for horror movie reviews. We're coming to you live tonight. Well, from many locations. This is our episode 44 on the 1999 Idle Hands, and it is the start of Madtober 2025. My name is Kevin, and, well, our venture at Madness U has had an early exit here. Unfortunately, we've had a little bit of a backlash after one of our faculty members had some alleged situation. Was that Burt Dennings that had that?
Yeah, I think Burt got a little bit, let's just call it racially charged in some of his lectures.
There seems to be an alien pubic hair in my gin.
It inspired quite a bit of protests and general problems with matriculation over the long term. So we had to really, we had to go back to the drawing board on that one. And ultimately, I think we had to close up.
Honestly, I just thought he was legitimately talking about like extraterrestrial aliens, not like foreigners.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Well, we've decided to open our own paranormal investigation company called Druistic Investigation and Elimination, known as DIE. Yes, it's a work in progress. Currently, I'm in the town of Haddonfield in a remote location. Well, it's a closet, and I'm currently getting ready to stalk the serial killer known as Michael Myers. I'm unraveling a coat hanger as we speak. It's going to get pretty scary in here soon. All right, well, let's go out to the field and check in with the other members of Madness. First, we have Dan. Dan, where are you at currently?
Kevin, I'm reporting to you live at the Bohemian Grove. I'm investigating the Abraxas cult. There is some eyes wide shut shit popping off out here. It's getting weird and oh fuck, I think they saw me.
We have such sights to show you.
Hey, Kevin, can you radio the chopper to pick me up for emergency evac? Things are getting a little dicey up in here. I'm worried about my person.
Yikes. Let me hit buttons here. I think I hit the right one. All right, next, let's go to Bearclaw out in the field. Where are you at, Bearclaw? Are you in the woods?
Yeah, guys, I'm out here in the woods looking for some cryptids out here, you know, Bigfoot, Mothman, skinwalkers, whatever I can find out here, you know, just pretty much all that's happened is I found a bunch of mosquitoes that have pretty much destroyed me, but just walking around and, I just stepped in something foul. It stinks out here. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might. This looks like a bear. I don't know, but there's these like big footprints next to it. I don't know, guys. It's dark. I'm alone. I don't know about these cryptids, but I'm looking around and I'm getting a little scared.
Bearclaw, get back to headquarters right away.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Finally, we have the youngest member of Madness, my son Logan. Logan's hunting down some ghosts. Logan, are you in an old Victorian house? Where are you?
What's that? Yeah, I'm chilling out here, you know. I heard of a little bit of prom here in this Victorian house. I heard demons were backing up the toilets here. Something about enchiladas. I don't know, man.
Damn enchiladas.
It's weird. I am currently in the kitchen. I got really hungry looking around for ghosts. I got bored. I see some nutmeg and oregano. Ooh, fresh fennel. Man, it's good in here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a wonderful time.
Love some fresh fennel.
Ooh, fennel.
Oh my goodness. I think I've been heard. All this talking. We better make this episode quick. Let's get to it. There are a lot of other great horror movie podcasts out there, but what separates us from the other ones is that we're going to be giving you the older versus younger generation perspective. Myself, Dan, and Bearclaw were all born in the 1980s, while my son Logan was born in the 2000s. So this is the clash of the generations. Without any further ado, grab your evil severed hand, pull up a chair, hold on to your straitjacket tight, and let's dive into the madness. We watched Idle Hands from 1999. It was written by Terry Hughes and Ron Milbauer. It was directed by Rodman Flender, best known for directing Leprechaun 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big pop.
All the horror fans go wild.
Yeah.
The crowd goes mild.
Casting wise, we have good buddy Devon Sawa as Anton.
Friend of the podcast.
Right. What's he best known for?
Casper,
Final
the friend-
Destination.
Slackers.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
I was going to go Little Giants.
All of us with different picks. We know our Devon Sawa.
We have Seth Green as Mick. And what's he best known for?
Evil.
I mean, he's best known for Robot Chicken, Dr. Evil, Austin Powers. Chris Griffin.
On Family Guy. I love him in Austin Powers, though. You're semi-evil. You're quasi-evil.
Yeah, I mean, he would star in Can't Hardly Wait as Kenny in 1998. He did Idle Hands in 99, along with Austin Powers as well. So,
Yeah.
pretty cool span of movies.
I like
there.
Kenny and Can't Hardly Wait. Baby, please tell me what I can do. Oh, please don't cry.
When someone says they have Riz, I always think about Kenny from Can't Hardly Wait.
That's my goat.
We have Eldon Henson as Peanut. What's he best known for?
I don't think I've seen him on anything else.
Nobody?
Sandlot?
Nope.
I was thinking he was like the fat, freckled kid.
Close. Mighty Ducks.
Okay.
I didn't watch Mighty Ducks.
Oh, he was in Mighty Ducks,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
he played one of the Bash brothers there.
Oh, okay.
He was also later in Daredevil, the series, as Foggy.
Oh my God, he was Foggy. Wow.
Come on, Marvel. What's going on over there? You didn't pick up on that?
Dude, he doesn't look. He looked like.
He looks a little younger.
He looks
Yeah.
so much younger
Yeah.
than he usually is. Like, that was. Man, can't believe that.
Come on, Mr. Marvel.
I'm sorry.
We have Jessica Alba as Molly. Listen to the span she had in 2005.
The run.
She did Fantastic Four,
Yep.
Oh.
Sin City,
Yeah.
Oh.
and
Great
Into the
movie.
Blue.
Yep.
But they all made her a star.
She was also in that show Dark Angel, wasn't she?
Yep.
I don't know if that was 2005 or not, though. So
I'm not sure.
I
yeah.
never saw an episode of that show, so.
Last, I have Vivica A. Fox as Debbie. What's she best known
Independence Day and
Yeah.
Kill Bill.
for? Yeah, yep.
Yeah, she was great in Kill Bill.
Yeah, for sure. Any other ones anyone's got?
I mean, there was a lot of
The dad?
There was a lot of people.
Yeah,
in this
Fred
movie.
Willard.
Fred Willard was in this movie.
He was an anchor man.
The late Fred Willard.
Yeah.
He'll be missed. He was a great comedic genius. The guy who plays the principal was in a lot of things. He was only in this movie for about
Like a second.
yeah, like 3 minutes, but he was in a lot of different things. Devon Sawa. Yeah, I mean that's about it.
There's also Christopher Hart,
Who plays the hand?
plays the hand.
Oh yeah, he
who
also
played
plays the
thing,
right?
in
Yeah,
Addams Family.
I wonder if he plays it in Wednesday. Isn't that like a major character?
Oh.
I haven't seen that
Reprises
yet.
his role.
I haven't watched it yet.
Nah, either.
Idle Hands had a budget of $25 million. Do you know how much it made at the box office?
Well, I know it had some issues at its release, and it was going to be released in October, but then there was some bumps in the road there. So then it got released in April. You said it cost $25 million. I would say it grossed $35 million.
Logan.
I was nowhere near yours. I'm going to go significantly lower. I think this movie only had like 2 million on box office.
All right, Dan.
I was thinking the same as Logan. I didn't think it was gonna. I don't think it performed well at the box office. And I'm gonna Price is Right him, and I'm gonna say 3 million.
You're such an asshole.
Dan's the closest.
Really?
Idle Hands only made $4.2 million.
Wow. Yeah, that
Wow.
makes sense.
There was a couple of reasons why, and Bearclaw touched on one of them. This film was first slated to come out in October of 1998. They ended up reshooting the whole ending because of test audiences. Test audiences really loved the kind of stoner comedy that this had turned into, and they wanted more of that. So
Give me more.
they went back and did whole reshoots.
Yeah, I found one of the DVD excerpts of this where the director talks about it, and he's like, yeah, people just didn't think it was tonally correct because they had a whole swimming pool scene that was pretty cool. I don't know. I respectfully disagree with him, but I'll get into that later.
The biggest reason why this movie didn't perform well is it was released 10 days after the Columbine shootings. This movie was specifically chosen by Senator Joe Lieberman as an example of teen violence and horror movies that led to the youth violence of what had happened in Columbine.
I think that's a little.
It always is.
But it did face backlash over the times.
Yeah.
Obviously it was.
Victim of circumstance.
Yeah.
Our lovely Connecticut senator.
Currently on Rotten Tomatoes, Idle Hands has an 18% critic score and a 58% audience score.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Roger Ebert.
Oh, God. 1 star.
Listen to this. 2.5 stars out of 4.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
He is really trying to get into heaven.
He states, Idle Hands samples other teen horror movies like a video DJ with a tape deck, exhibiting high spirits and a crazed comic energy. It doesn't quite work, but it goes down swinging with a disembodied hand. Inspiration from Evil Dead 2.
God, that's just word
Yeah, I can
jumble.
see the Evil Dead. That's an insightful. I mean, right up until the last bit there, I was kind of disagreeing with him. But yeah, no, the Evil Dead 2 bit, I kind of am on the same page with him
It's
on.
just a bunch of word jumble. That's what Ebert does. Is he just talks. He just
I'm
talks
not
and
thoroughly
talks.
convinced he watches horror movies.
I'm not even sure he watched this.
I think he watches he reads what the write up is and then goes, okay, yeah, that's enough.
I got it.
Looks at the movie cover.
Yeah.
Not even that. He looks at the title.
This one has a hand in it. I'm sure of that.
He reads the title and he's like, that's 2 out of 4.
Well, this was Bearclaw's pick for an episode. So, Bearclaw, why did you choose Idle Hands for us to review?
I'm going to put on my nostalgia glasses this time because I love
Here you go, Bearclaw.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to need
Take 'em.
those from the faculty. So this was one of my first horror movies that I saw. I did the math out. I was about 13 years old. I also picked this one because if you thought my last movie that I picked was intellectual, boring book horror, this is kind of my rebuttal to that.
If you thought that movie sucked, go screw yourself because I got you.
This is my rebuttal to that, kind of saying, okay, this is let me come at this from a different angle. But
Let me work
yeah,
with this.
definite nostalgia glasses for me. I just thought when I saw this movie, I didn't see it when it was in theaters, but I did see it shortly after it was out of theaters, and I think it was probably the Halloween after it was in theaters that I saw it. I was like 13 years old. But it just had a lot going for it. I really enjoyed this movie. I still enjoy this movie. I purchased it for this, which is kind of rare for me. It's got everything. It's a fun horror movie. It's got a lot of comedy to it. It's got a lot of great actors in it. It's got a coherent story that ties itself together. It's got a cool concept, like a hand, like your hand is the killer. It's got a cool killer in it, a deep demonic hand that sharpens with pencils and stuff. I thought the hand was so cool. It's got a lot of great kills, a lot of great practical effects. The gore was, in my opinion, tasteful and fun. And, that's why this movie ranks so high for me. And it was funny. And at the same time, there were some legitimately terrifying moments in the movie and some great kills. I mean, this is like, in my mind, this movie is like the perfect balance of comedy and horror with real horror. Not, no offense to Ghostbusters or anything, but that's kind of more comedy sci-fi. This is comedy horror. And, it's got all of the elements that I think make it a great horror movie.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's give you our overall thoughts on Idle Hands. Dan.
You ever watch a movie and you can tell the actors and just the people behind the camera, they're just having a fun time making a movie? Like,
No.
you can just tell that this movie feels like a passion project that everyone involved in was like, I'm all in on making this happen.
Yeah.
It's astounding to me how much hate this movie got when it came out. Like, it's criminal at this point. It's part buddy stoner movie, part slapstick comedy, part possession movie, part body horror. With their powers combined, this is the Captain Planet of horror movies.
Whoa. Captain Planet.
I love it.
I don't think I've seen a Devon Sawa movie I haven't liked, and the trend continues. Dude does an awesome job improving being unable to control his hand. I think he probably benefited a lot from having Christopher Hart on set, who also played Thing in the Addams Family. Mick and Penub are my favorite characters in this movie. They're kind of like a live-action Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. They are
for sure.
very Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I love the makeup and effects they applied to their undead looks. All the scenes where Penub's head is not on his shoulders and the head talking, emoting, reacting looked awesome and like holds up well even now.
That'd be
And
terrible
there's so
for
many places where they
prosthetics.
could have cut corners and they didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
the everything about the gore and effects in this movie, it's like it was all like grade A, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, they went for it.
Yeah.
Like there's just so many good one-liners that I'm sure we'll get into later. The possessed hand getting incapacitated via hotboxing, amazing. Really, sometimes all a demonic possessed hand needs is a little weed to take the edge off.
And you got it up the ass, too.
As Bearclaw mentioned, gore effects are really good. They toe that uncanny valley line with making it some of it for comedic effect and other times for dramatic effect. Like I really love two scenes in particular, the hand getting microwaved and the hand sharpening its nails in the pencil sharpener. Just two gross out scenes for me. To Bearclaw's point, underneath all the gags and jokes, there are some real horror elements, like having to consider amputating one of your appendages under dire circumstance. Could you imagine having to do that? Could you do that?
He took it like a champ, though.
Yeah. Like what if it's not like the movies where it's just like one clean chop and you gotta go back for a third or a fourth. Yeah. And that's that body horror piece where it seeps into your head. You think about that shit as it's happening.
Bagel slicer's just not going to do it.
No, not at all.
Putting that on his hand, though, with the, what was that?
The iron?
The iron.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, where he ironed his nub.
I gotta stop the blood flow. Don't you ever watch ER?
Dude, I couldn't watch. Yeah, they ironed my nub.
Oh, dang. Is that what the kids are saying nowadays?
Flopping the bishop.
Iron my penub. As far as I'm concerned, this is late 90s cinema. It appeals to the parts of me that crave being a young degenerate. Now I'm just an old one.
Dang. That gets me to Bearclaw. Like, now that you're seeing it as an old man.
Now you're seeing it as a decrepit old man.
An old bear. Has this
hibernate.
changed for you at all? Like, can you appreciate the watch? Like you said, you bought this, right?
I bought it. I appreciate it more now. I mean, it's just, especially after I have a little bit more in my depth chart as far as horror movies go. And I see there are so many avenues they could have taken with this movie where they could have either cheaped out or they could have not had a coherent story or they could have done things very differently in a very more slapshot way. And they didn't. And I really appreciate it a lot more now, especially practical effects, because nowadays everything is CGI and that has its merits. But I feel like the practical effects in this movie, I mean, watching that hand fry in the microwave, like you don't get that nowadays, like the blood squirting out of the fingertips.
From the little bubbly skin.
The bubbly skin. And I also really like the fact that the killer was at one point Devon Sawa, but it was really his hand, and like the whole concept of like a demon just possessing one part of your body, like how crazy that would be.
Being cognizant of the possession,
not be checked out while the possession's happening, but watching a part of your body actively rebel against you and do things that you never do.
It's like I have no control over my hand.
One of the things I really enjoy about this movie too is it doesn't take itself too seriously. A lot of horror movies take themselves super seriously. This one was obviously a little bit more of a comedy, but I mean, that adds to it because I mean, when you're having Halloween fun, you don't want to be, contemplating the existential questions of life. You want to be having a good time with your zombie buddies and burrito goo coming out of his neck and saying, hey, I got an answer for that. And like just the things like putting the one guy's head back on using a poker. I mean, that's all stuff that goes a long way with me in this movie and just it being both fun, gory, and generally some terrifying moments.
This was one of my favorites when I was growing up too. Like it was one of those, I don't know what it is, but these movies that kind of balance it out. Like My Boyfriend's Back.
Yeah.
This movie, even like Ghostbusters to an extent too. We were talking Ernest Scared Stupid too.
Stupid, yeah.
It's like some of these movies that are really kind of balancing the comedic tones with some of the scary tones. For me, they're scary because it's like off-putting a little bit, and I can't explain it, but it's like you're lulling me into like a false sense of security with some of the comedic tones and stuff, and then it's like, boom, cat gets thrown across. I don't know.
And just things like, and just thinking about things like he was in the house with the dead parents that he killed like the whole time, like all throughout the day, and he didn't like that stuff's chilling.
Yeah, for sure. And it was funny, like watching it this time, I hadn't seen it in so long that I like couldn't remember how they got to the hand like possessing him and whatever, and they never really explain it, right?
Well, they say it goes after the most worthless, or it kind of plays on that saying idle hands are the devil's plaything.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like the demon possesses the laziest, most worthless person.
I come from a long line of Druidic priestesses sworn to fight a certain evil force that possesses the laziest fuck up it can find.
Pretty much, he just smoked weed and sat on the couch every day, all day. His father, I thought it was funny. He's like, Scooter hasn't scooted his butt off the couch for some time.
Anton would not scoot his behind off the couch if the house was on fire.
I thought that was funny. I'm really curious to hear what our younger member of Madness has to say about this, because, you know, I don't know. I don't know whether this movie translates. His hand may actually be possessed, but I mean, because I don't know whether it translates. Like I said, this is one that I have the nostalgia glasses for. Sounds like a couple of you gentlemen might as well, but
I want to go fix that glass. Your glasses may be broken.
Yeah, I don't know. I am kind of curious. So, Logan, what do you think of this accomplishment of a movie?
If Road Trip, American Pie, Can't Hardly Wait, basically any college movie made a baby, this would be the baby that they give away and try to forget about, the black sheep of the family. Because my God, man, this movie had everything going from it from the very beginning, and it just fell apart. There was no explanation for anything. It was stupid. It was legitimately just watching people fail to make a good movie, and it just was not.
So it fell flat for you.
Dude, this movie had everything going from it from the very beginning. A sick-ass intro. That introduction was badass with, like, the theme going for it. And I'm a music guy, so that shit, like, right away was like, oh, shit, we got a movie. And then, like, the scene with, like, the house and the camera panning up, and then, like, seeing, like, us getting introduced to these parents, and, like, this whole scene of them finding out about this. It's just, like, it's such horror movie 101, and it is, like, even though it's basic, it's fits right. It feels right. It feels like we're back to basics.
Do you know where they shot that?
Is it one of the Michael Myers houses?
Well, yeah, it's actually shot in Pasadena where they shot Halloween. So,
okay.
That's where I think the familiarity comes in.
Yeah, back to basics. I think what's funny about this is first couple minutes, I was really interested in it. I think like Mick and P-Nub are great characters, and they are like the glue that holds this movie together. And Devon Sawa was an amazing actor. He was really good. The entire time I was like, wow, I just really like this guy. Really, he's very Big Lebowski energy. Like he wearing the boxers, like with the whole robe thing. And I like how, what's his name? Randy, like where he like says hi to him. He's like, nice outfit.
Nice boxers.
He's like, like, I really like that. Like the whole basement thing. That was great. I think like, you know, the girl next door element to it, adding that into like the beginning of the movie was great. And then once they get to like him finding out about his parents and then the demon hand and him killing them, I don't know. I felt like it was unique, but it was like, it was too much. It was too much going on. There was so much happening that I was like, whoa, we need to take a second to like catch our breath, because we just got from like point A to point B like within like 2 seconds, and it's way too much at one point. And I was getting very tired really early on. And I feel like then they introduced 40 different characters throughout the movie, and I'm like, holy shit, please get a grasp on your characters, and please stop just introducing them in mindless scenes that make no sense whatsoever. And I hate that like most of the female characters are introduced to the men like in the most stupid manly like way. Like it was written by a dude, and it was like,
so him saying that he really liked her song lyrics and he thought she was an excellent songwriter,
Especially one that writes her own lyrics.
You read them?
I couldn't help looking in the book. They're amazing, you know?
yeah, but like the whole entire like scene is just so like weird, and it's like, oh, you're kinky.
You're kinky.
Yeah, he's literally like trying to kill his hand and beating the shit out of it at the same time. And then like the other girl who's hunting demons is just like having fun with this this guy who's
Randy.
just I hate Randy. Randy's my least favorite character. I hate Randy so much. He's such a puss.
I thought Randy was a putz, but I thought he added a little bit of. I feel like every town has that one guy who's like really into like.
He's the Will Ferrell in Wedding Crashers or whatever.
Yeah, right. He's an older guy
hitting on women in morning
young girls.
Yeah.
He's the dude from Dazed and Confused. Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Dazed and Confused.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
He is the Matthew McConaughey, except he's not as cool as Matthew
No,
McConaughey.
he can't pull it off like McConaughey could.
I think what this movie does is very interesting. I think it's very unique. It's definitely not like a basic horror movie, but I kind of wanted it to be, and I think that's why I really wanted it to like hold up to the like regular horror movie aspect. And
So did you have a problem with them mixing in the comedy as much as they did?
No, I think the comedy was what held it together. I think there's a lot of moments in this movie that are really good. There are some weird decisions like having a whole dance and shit. I didn't understand that. I think there should have been a party instead of a dance. I think if P-Nub and Mick invited people over his house, that would have been way better. Because I think that would have been way funnier.
I don't think the Offspring would have showed up though.
I think they would have actually. I think it would have been so funny.
It would have been cool though if they showed up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is that the Offspring? Dude, that would have been so
Keep in mind,
fun.
they were a big band at this time.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Americana came out around
Yeah.
then, and
That
they
would've
had
been
Pretty
the
Fly
best.
for a White Guy. The Kids Aren't All Right.
Yeah, there's so many. I think it would have been way funnier, especially getting Molly's character would have been way better than like what she was given. I think there's a lot of things they could have done and they just went the wrong way.
Do you think that at times they went too haha when there are some things that they should have taken a little more seriously?
I think it's not about the comedy for me. It's about the actual plot itself. I think they kind of just loosened up on it, and they were kind of just like, oh, let's throw a bunch of shit into the pile and let's see what sticks. It's like you're throwing so many concepts into one concept that's already hard enough to explain because you're not explaining it. Like, this guy has a demon hand.
What would you say is because conceptually, I mean, really, there's a demon hand in zombies. I mean, that's kind of the
There's so much, like, undead, going to heaven and hell. Like, there's this demon hunter at the point. There's Molly's character who's just thrown into the mix weirdly just to be a love interest. There's, like, so much going on at the same time, and then like he's trying to figure out demons and stuff. It's just like it's so much.
Yeah, I think one of the things that this movie does and has been criticized for that I've seen is it does try to blend a lot of different kinds of horrors coming together.
It's like somebody didn't watch Trick or Treat, or what was that movie with the guy with the lollipop?
Yeah, Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
And on top of like blending all the different kind of horrors, they're also blending comedy together. And I think that's why there's a little like, it's not for everybody for sure.
Sure.
Like, I don't think this is an easy digestible movie. Does it make it a bad movie? I don't think so. I think, there's a lot to go on here. I think
it's unique.
Yeah, I think it's fun too. Like, the biggest thing too with this movie, I don't think this movie gets enough credit for like its Halloween aesthetic, really. Like, you have the town like we talked about, or the street, very Halloween-esque, the decorations. The party itself, you have a costume party and things like that.
I think it's not enough Halloween. I think there's some aspects of it where I'm just like, where
you
the
want more?
Fuck is the Halloween? I'm like, why are we spending time at this fast food place getting to know Randy? I don't want to know more about Randy. I want him to leave. Why are we at a bowling alley?
With Randy in his truck.
Why are we at a bowling alley? Why are we at a prison? Why are we at all these different places just learning more about these characters instead of the actual characters that matter? I felt like there was so much, and there was so much at one time where I'm like, stop cutting to other scenes, stick with what we have.
Yeah, I mean, I think too, like for me, one of the biggest issues I have, I think, is like the pacing situation, because I think it starts off one way and then all of a sudden it picks up like big time.
Yeah.
And it's like going till then you get to the dance, and then things slow a little bit down, and then going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can see that being an issue. I want to start like right at the beginning though, because we've already touched on it a little bit with this opening and the whole looking up at the ceiling and seeing I'm under the bed. Like, that is scary stuff right away.
That shit.
Right away.
And the mom is on the bed, and the dad's like, I'm gonna go check this out. And you know,
The best casting for mom and dad. That was great.
Yeah.
That felt like an old school like parent couple where the dad is disapproving of the son. The mom loves the shit out of the son so much that she's like, oh, he's the perfect little angel.
Our little Scooter would never do something like that.
He's over here he's over here pre-basing shit.
He's over there getting baked in the middle of the living room.
Yeah, right.
Watching like porno and shit while his like parents are like that was like a little bit weird where he's like, oh yeah, I haven't seen them in a couple of days.
I haven't seen my parents in a couple of days.
Well, I think because in the 90s especially, children and parents didn't commingle so much.
Yeah.
Like, there was a very separate
worlds
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, I don't deal with that, so I really haven't seen that like in my life. So for me, that didn't really like connect. I understand it because I've heard other people like you where it's like, oh, you know, you just didn't see them that often. Like it was like a thing.
Yeah, right.
But, like,
you don't question. Like if you haven't seen your parents in a couple hours, like you're just like, oh,
now that's
another
it.
day.
Yeah.
You know? And they're not home. So if they're not home, you get to control that TV in the family
you
room.
Control the one TV in the house.
Yeah.
If you got your Super Nintendo hooked up to it or something like that, it's just a very different kind of parent-child relationship than.
Yeah. Plus you get to blast your music.
Yeah.
You know, and you get to change it into your headphones and everything.
Yeah, I mean, if your parents are gone and you're in high school, I mean that's pretty much you got to control the TV. You can eat whatever snacks you want.
Yeah,
life's good.
I love how his one thing though is, you know, he's just got to chill out, and then all of a sudden he's out of weed, right?
Dude, I need the hookup. Come over here and get it yourself.
I'm dry. So why don't you bring me over a dimer?
This ain't Domino's, you lazy bitch. Come over here and get it.
I lost my shit when he was like, and he had to like put it all on just to go down the street.
I think he went across the street.
Cross the street.
Yeah, I know. He was like,
I was like, oh, okay, he's got to drive like across town or whatever. Nope, just down the street. You son of a bitch, just go down the street.
And to Bearclaw though, this felt very like real from our teenage childhood. Like going to your buddy's house,
just walking.
Yeah,
You just walked. You just walked. You rode your bike. You really didn't have too many options.
Yeah, nowadays we don't have that. Nowadays your friends are halfway across the world.
You got one TV in the house,
just sitting on the couch.
Your internet is AOL if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, your friend has a renovated basement to hang out in.
Yeah.
This definitely was like nostalgia for the 90s for me. Again, we get the love interest here. And I agree with you, Logan. I think like Molly was not given a lot in this movie.
I think
I think she was essential to drive the plot forward, but I agree that she's not like the best character. But you know, I don't know that you need a great romance in this movie.
And that's not what the story was about either.
Look, I love her in Fantastic Four. Like, legitimately the greatest casting decision of all time. This was rough. I thought every single one of her lines was terrible. I thought she was a terrible actress in this movie. I really did not like her.
This is like one of her first movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was 17 in this movie.
That's why I'm like, it was so awkward. It was so like uninteresting. Her character just felt very like unoriginal. And
I'll tell you what,
but she was very attractive.
When she answered that door, it's like, holy shit, this is a 17-year-old? Like, I've never seen a 17-year-old.
I was 13 years old when I first saw this movie, so.
You know, I'm
allowed to.
She was, that puts her at like 4 years older than me.
Yep.
I think this was one of the first sets of boobs I ever saw in my life in this movie.
From her, the Kiss Girl.
The Kiss Girl.
The Kiss Girl.
That wasn't ideal, though, because she had a disembodied hand crawling.
Yeah, that kind of ruined the moment. But.
I don't know. I was still.
Maybe not for Logan, but.
Hey.
Oh, man.
What's a third hand hurting anybody?
I thought a perfect scene to describe this movie was when Anton's making a sandwich.
Yeah, and he's got I thought that was very
jelly.
clever with the bloody, like, it's little things like that really, I think, make this movie for me, because he's totally unaware. He is so checked out of everything. everything, right? I mean, that's Devon Sawa's character in this movie. Anton is just checked out. He's not going to school. He's watching MTV all day, getting high on the couch, not having a job, nothing.
Right.
I think what was interesting about that knife is that's when I still thought we were having like a Billy situation where there was someone up in the attic or something like that, where I thought he was still inside the house. And you know what? I gotta agree with Anton. I'd be hiding under the covers with my dog.
Dude, come on, sit down.
Yeah.
Logan, you know where that dog's from? Road Trip.
Oh my God.
Same dog.
Really?
Wow. Cinema. Now that's real cinema.
When he pushes the dog out, I thought that was hilarious. Like, check this out. The dog's like,
listen, if I was going to use this much mayo, I would have took that knife in my throat anyways. Like, God dang, dude.
You don't like mayo?
I hate mayo.
I hate
my
mayo,
God.
too.
It is an essential for any sandwich.
Oh,
yeah, I love
God, you son of a bitch.
I'm even a bigger heretic. I like Miracle Whip, too.
Oh, no.
Go away, Bearclaw. Go back into the woods.
I thought what was perfect is some of the writing in this, like you had touched on, Bearclaw. But the cool thing was at the beginning, they did this foreshadowing with the pumpkin heads on the mannequins.
Yeah.
And then, boom,
I knew
we
that
get
was
the
gonna
payoff
happen.
that the parents are the mannequins.
I love a little Chekhov's gun.
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
the cat playing with the eye.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And it
bones.
looks like what I imagine what I would look like. I don't know. Like, I've never seen
I hate the licking
human
sounds.
eye, but ugh.
Yeah, I mean, these scenes when Penub and Mick come over, this is where the movie really kicks into high gear.
Oh, yeah. Those guys, they add so much to this movie.
I love this song.
Oh, yeah. What was that song? It was like the Cootie song.
I love that shit. And then they're like, dude, look right over there. Hang on, this is the best part. And they turn it off and they're like, oh, shit.
My parents are dead. And then what's his name's trying to give the dad CPR.
I saw it on Baywatch.
I saw it on Baywatch.
Yeah.
Then his friend is calling up. He's like, oh, my friend smoked some nutmeg or something like that.
Something wrong with my friend. I think he took some nutmeg or something.
Call 911. What's the number
What's
again?
the number for 911?
Yeah, because
I'm gonna call 911. What's the number?
like Logan was saying too, when you first watch this, you really don't know what's going on here. Like, is Anton like the killer and he's just not remembering what's going on because he's coming in?
I thought it was like a Moon Knight situation or like a Billy situation. I thought it was one of the two because I was like, okay, that would be a good twist if it is Anton, but I really wanted the slasher.
Yeah. Well, it kind of is a slasher.
Yeah.
You know? This was such a cool scene for me when I was a kid when he takes the bottle and goes thunk
right into his head.
Mick's head.
Oh yeah, and him walking around with it, and it gets caught in the vent and stuff. like them being zombies. I mean, how cool is that? It allows a foil because by design, Anton is not that interesting of a person because he sits on the couch all day and smokes weed. But they offer a kind of different perspective, and they forgive him for murdering them. And there was a white light, but it was a long way. And
speaking of effects too, I don't know how you guys felt, but like with the severed head of Penub there on the chair and stuff, that looked really good. Yeah. I mean, it was
all the effects. I mean, they didn't skimp on the effects. They didn't use CGI. They could have used CGI. Yeah. I mean, the CGI was not unknown at this time, but I mean, they really did the extra mile, and it shows. And I think that's what makes this a higher quality movie.
Once they become reanimated, it really sets this movie going.
Yeah, I didn't realize how and just from some of the feedback that we got, I didn't realize how unknown this movie was. I thought it was kind of a classic, but I think of it as a classic.
Yeah, we did have a lot of people message us directly and were like, "Hey, I've never even heard of this movie."
Yeah,
wow.
I think it's a victim of circumstance. I think it just came out at just the wrong time. The fact that it didn't get any box office, that blows my mind. Like
it came out early
for a movie in the 1990s when the internet was not the biggest thing in the world, to not make money is a weird thing.
Yeah,
you could have even a total piece of garbage and they were making money.
Was this before American Pie?
No.
I think if it came out after American Pie, it would have done better.
It did come out after American Pie.
It did?
I don't know what year American Pie
I think it came out. American Pie, I think, came out in 97.
We're going to do a quick Google.
Later than that. I think it was like 98, 99.
99, same year.
Oh, okay.
Same year?
Okay, well then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. American Pie, though, different. I know what you're saying.
Different audience.
Yeah, it's a little bit
I feel like, though, the comedy aspect of it would have been I don't know. I feel like this movie, I don't think it's a victim of circumstance. I think it's just like, it's a hard movie to get people into, you know? It's not one of those movies that people are just so like into, you know? It's a different type of movie.
I don't know though. I mean, this seems to me, in my mind, and maybe this is just a humble Bearclaw here, in my mind, this checks a lot of horror boxes. It's got gore. It's got practical effects. It's got demonic possession, slasher. I mean, real
got hot woman,
visceral violence. It's got, you know, the whole campy aspect of it. You know, I don't know. Those,
Seth Green.
Those bells all kind of ring, and it's also got that comedic kind of tone to it, which in my mind, horror movies, I think some of the best horror movies can at least put a little bit of comedy in there, you know what I mean? Sure. Because that kind of builds the movie a little bit. But I mean, this was definitely leans a little bit more comedy than a lot of the other ones, but I mean, still like a comedy horror movie.
This to me falls in kind of that space of Death Becomes Her a little bit.
Yeah.
Where, like, it's so between both genres that it's like, you know, like true horror fans aren't going to be completely satisfied because it is too comical. And
there is a comedy aspect.
And then the comedy fans aren't going to be satisfied because there's horror, and especially this one, there's horror scenes. Like,
this movie also reminds me of another movie that's kind of similar, is The Frighteners.
Yeah, that's a good movie too.
Michael J. Fox's character has like two best friends that are ghosts, and he uses them as a ploy to investigate, do paranormal investigations.
Yeah.
And like it's just his two friends like stirring up
he
shit
shows
in
up with
clients'
like a toaster
houses
and gloves and yeah.
So I think that's really what it is. This is a classic movie that is, in my mind, a cult classic.
Yeah, I would say this is a cult classic.
You know, because it has its audience, and I think it can find a newer audience of people that are like, whoa, like I missed this one back then, and now like it's cool. Like I really like this. And the great scene you talked about too, though, with the hand cutting off. Like, could you do that? Like Dan had asked. I mean, could
not
you
as
do
quickly
that?
as he was able to do it. I think there'd be some more deliberation in my mind.
I thought it was funny that Penub like turned his head away.
I can't watch.
Because he was like, I can't watch this. And then his body just turned his head the other way.
He still helps though.
Yeah,
eventually, yeah.
Yeah, they need to use his mouth
to hold his hand.
I like how he was like going to, Mick was grabbing the electric carver there, and he's like, look at me, I'm Leatherface. Texas Chainsaw. Leatherface.
Leatherface.
I just loved Penub's whole self-interest the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mick was a little bit more benevolent and was like willing to help out Anton and was more solutions oriented, whereas Penub was just kind of like, well, if it's good for me, yeah, sure, let's do it. But if it's not, then, you know, we'll do something else.
He did not like, he was getting sick and tired of Anton's bullshit in this movie. He's like, man, just go and say something to her. God damn, man, I'm getting tired of your bullshit.
Hey, listen, the hand kind of brought him and Molly together. Because if the hand didn't throw the cat all the way over there, he went over.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then the hand wanted to kill Molly or to be with Molly, because he kind of grabbed Molly.
The hand wanted to drag Molly to hell.
Oh, okay.
That was the big thing, is the hand, for whatever reason the hand has, wanted to drag her to hell.
Gotcha.
And that was like its big motivation, was to drag her to hell. And I guess that's the only way, you know, it's like a demon, and its the thing is all about dragging to hell. Also, the hand imagery in this movie is very big for me, because one of the things that I was scared of when I was younger is, once upon a time somebody told me a story about like this box in a museum, and it was just like this stupid like kid's story, but it was like, oh, you know, somebody'd go look in the box and then the hand would grab them and drag them into the box and they'd never be seen again, kind of thing. So, like, I don't know. There was an aspect of that for me, because, like, and somebody told me that story when I was, like, 4 or 5 years old. So, like, totally, like, I was always scared that a hand was going to come up and grab me out of bed. And, I mean, I don't know. That was
penguin
one of
get me.
those things when I was really young. So, the hand connected with me there, too, as a very scary, like, disembodied thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's because it's like, this shouldn't be happening, sort of.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Your hand should be an appendage that you control.
Your hand is the thing you have the most control over in your body, you know? Like, and to lose control of that is scary.
I mean, especially when you see that hand in the microwave and just getting like
sizzle.
Oh God, like you're like, oh,
it's like a grilled hot dog.
Yeah.
Man, I will say Anton got the shit kicked out of him.
I was gonna say
entire
that poor
movie.
guy, and not only did he have to cut off his own hand, he then had to run around afterwards, and
And then he ended up in a body cast. Like, what a terrible way.
At least he had a little consolation prize with Molly there helping him.
And then she thought he was crazy.
She liked it though.
He's out of his mind with delirium. Visiting hours are over.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, she was all about it.
She was like,
and I don't know, like some people said that romance was stupid, but I mean, I think all of us can remember from high school a girl who had a boyfriend who was just like him,
insane.
He's that's your choice.
I like the clinically insane.
But they're like super dedicated to him for like a reason that
who knows?
Yeah,
right?
who knows? But like, I feel like there's all the time.
We've all had a friend like that.
Okay,
What?
baby snakes.
Not a chance, baby snakes.
We've all had a friend like that. We've all had friends that have had crazy people, and that's just what they do.
The character of Debbie is supposed to be she's like the Van Helsing, right? Of this idea.
Yeah. Everyone needs a Dr. Loomis.
Yeah, you're right. She's
She
like
is.
the demonic hunter. What was her title?
Druidic something or another. She's a druidic priestess whose order is to, capture demons, and she's got that really cool RV that is that Airstream RV, and like she's tracking it down. I think you could probably do this movie without her character, but I don't know.
But we need ritualistic sex.
My work here is done. Time for the ritualistic sex.
Yeah. I mean, there's that aspect of it, but I mean...
It got Randy involved.
Yeah, they got Randy.
Yeah, we need Randy. I would have cut both
Randy.
characters. I would have cut both characters so easily.
You probably could have mixed the two characters and made Randy the demon hunter or something. Or
I would have liked it if Vivica A. Fox's character had more of a serious tone to her. Like she's
a little cartoony.
She's like on her way to like meet like a final she's on a journey to have like this final conflict with this demon thing. I think would be like such a cool little departure narrative story arc, kind of like off to the side while all this fun stuff's happening.
Yeah.
And then you've got like the serious tone, and then they all just kind of converge, which I think is what they were originally going to do. And then they had that screen test audience, and I think they kind of changed things around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I guess Randy too kind of gives him the ideas that like you got to keep your hands busy, right?
Yeah.
That's the concept.
Idle hands are the devil's playground.
Anton's almost reserved to the fact that like he's a killer, like he's got to get out of this situation.
Oh yeah.
I just think it's funny that Anton's like, who do I go to for advice? And like, he's just like, Randy.
Well, I mean, his two friends are like, he knows the most about the devil because he listens to rock and roll music. But I mean, that is kind of what a couple of stoners would think. They'd be like, oh well, I don't know, like this guy
it's
knows.
like that Beavis and Butthead thing.
That is a very good narrative. Like stoners giving you advice on this.
It's not going to be. It's not going to be great advice. It's not. You're not going to get like
who you killed, right?
They're not going to be helping you out, brother. They're going to be there just to be there.
They try to help as much as they can. I mean, like you said, Panub there, he's more for himself. He's trying to hook up with the girls at the dance and stuff.
What about the cops? We haven't talked about the cops yet either.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I was just about to get to the cops
assholes.
because Anton's reserved to the fact that I should go to prison. You know, keep me in there or whatever.
That's exactly it. They'll throw me in one of those rubber rooms. I won't be able to hurt anybody else. Cuff me.
And they're like, put the needle down. Can't.
I gotta stay working.
He's like, put the cuffs on. And I just love that like showdown because it's like building up that tension.
Yeah.
You know, the cops are not probably making it out of here.
Yeah, at that point.
And they
deserved.
They get pretty brutal.
They shot Panub.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Panub and Mick were not that sad about their demise.
No, you should kill them.
I was gonna say I think you should do what the officers tell you, but now I changed my mind. Yeah, man, you should just kill him.
They're gonna bring you to prison.
I was gonna save this for a little bit later on, but I feel like this could have been like a cool TV series with like Mick and Panub.
Oh,
like the stoner comedy TV series, but they're like maybe demon hunting or whatever and stuff like that.
Right.
And follow them on their journey.
Yeah.
From couch
They'd
to...
have to be alive, but yeah. Or
no,
maybe not.
No, keep them dead.
Keep them dead.
Yeah.
Undead demon hunters.
Yeah.
That could work. That's interesting.
You know, you had said earlier with the pacing and the dance at the end here, and you wanted a party. I actually like the big set piece at the end of the movie. I thought that was like a cool thing. Because you have everybody converging to this one big.
They didn't really use it that much, though, which, you know,
well,
they used the school, but they didn't use the party that much. They left the party really early on. They're like, oh, let's go out into the vents.
Well, yeah. So,
and then the vents were really easy to get into.
That was like because the Carrie shit started popping off.
Yeah.
The hand like locks the doors and then like, drops the lighting, causing all the sorts of chaos.
Pulls off
Dexter's head. Scalps him.
Good.
I mean, how cool is it to see the Offspring playing live? Like,
I know.
That's cool.
I thought it was cool seeing like the lead singer getting like killed.
Yeah, right.
The lead singer.
I mean, they could have just done everything like that at the party.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. But big set piece. I mean, we're
also
at the end here.
another punk or another guy, Tom DeLonge, is in the drive-in.
He was the cashier in the
cashier in the drive-in.
You know what? That's crazy because you brought up American Pie. He also has a cameo in American Pie.
Really?
Yeah.
What is he in American Pie?
He plays one of the guys watching Shannon Elizabeth undressing on the when they send out the webcam feed to everybody. So yeah.
90s.
I mean, that's kind of cool. He's in a bunch of these movies. Yeah, you have the vents. Like, why did they go in the vents?
That was such a stupid. That's when the movie just took me out.
Yeah,
I was
like the
just
vents.
Fucking hell, man. Just like, why did they have to go in the vents? And then that whole like, oh my god, we're gonna stop the fan with our shoe, and then we're gonna climb down.
Well, it worked for a second.
I was gonna say that was like
so much.
That was a great kill, though.
So much. It was a good kill,
awesome.
but again,
I was sad.
could have happened at a party.
Yeah,
they killed the chick in the devil costume. I'm really sad.
The devil and the angel.
She actually is married to
Frank Azaria.
Frank
Azaria.
Yeah.
I thought her costume was very Halloween 5-esque.
Yeah.
The girl.
Oh, yeah.
It was the devil and the angel.
That's where I was getting that vibe from. Okay.
Yeah,
Familiarity.
I think for me, the entire dance just I couldn't stand it.
I love Penub just macking it.
Oh
the
yeah.
devil lady.
He's like, dude, don't make out with her.
That's disgusting. Come on, man. You're dead.
Because like Mick's thinking like you're dead, man.
Yeah, it's gross.
He's like, don't ruin this for me.
And like afterwards, after she gets killed in the fan,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Well, now you can go get yourself a piece."
Yeah, he's all over. I was like,
I will say,
it was like hilarious.
I do think it's kind of dumb that the undead want to like make out and shit because like when you're undead, you shouldn't have feelings.
Well,
you shouldn't want to eat burritos either, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like,
smoke weed
or smoke weed.
no,
or do
that's
anything.
okay because smoking weed doesn't take any feelings.
Oh my god, yeah. So then we get to the ending, right? And this is the big thing that they had changed because originally there was like a pool scene and a big
They should have
portal.
done the pool scene. That's gonna be my hot take too. But like I watched the pool scene, even
Yeah.
the rough job because it was in one of the DVD extras. You know, the director kind of explains like tonally we didn't think it was right, but I don't know. That last scene, like hands come out of the wall.
Yeah, they're
and,
all
like
holding them.
they're in a
Yep.
pool,
That
an
looks
empty
cool.
pool, and like the gates of hell open up,
Yeah.
and like. But I think they were a little concerned that I was gonna steer it a little bit more towards the horror side than the comedy
Why
side.
not? Like,
But why not? Yeah.
They swung one way. They definitely could have swung back the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the test audience really wanted more of the stoner comedy at the end of the day. They thought that it didn't match the rest of the tone of the movie. But to me, you're doing this big build up at the end. This is the crescendo.
Yeah.
Like, this is the way to do it. The one they end up doing, I don't think is bad, where Molly is getting raised on the car.
Yeah.
And they use pot with Mighty Joe Bong there.
Yeah.
To go in the puppet. I did like the puppet. The puppet.
Yeah, the puppet.
was
I did
funny.
like the puppet. I thought that was a good way to like animate the hand more.
Yeah.
You know, because
I thought it was a callback too with the whole like him being like lazy person, then using his skills of laziness.
Yes.
To beat the devil or whatever.
Yeah. I just didn't think this felt like big enough. Like the
And even Seth Green made that joke where he's like, wait a minute, that's it?
That's it? No explosions, no hellfire, no...
Like,
Yeah.
we're not like, well, it's kind of weak, but I guess like, yeah, that's exactly how I felt this entire movie, just like a wet fart of an ending.
I wonder if that was Seth Green improving or like saying his like
Fuck
his
you to the
disappointment.
audience.
No, I'm sure that was the
in
director
ending.
going, wow, this movie's ending sucks absolute shit. Let's make fun of it and say this was all the plan all along. That's pretty much what he did. That's very She-Hulk of him.
Yeah, because then the car comes down on Anton. We think he's dead because
he should be dead.
Yeah, he should have been dead.
Yeah, because then Mick and Penup are like, "Are you coming?" Like,
yeah,
and I thought that would have been a perfect scene for him to go off too. At that,
I thought it would have been funny if he was undead too, and they were all just hanging out on the couch again.
Yeah,
it makes sense if you look at the alternate ending, because in the original ending he falls off of a diving board into an empty pool.
Oh yeah,
and so they still took the same ending scene, but just they made it he was crushed by the car.
Right.
I just hate the whole hospital scene. That was really just...
You like him getting fed pudding by Molly?
Oh, well, that I'm fine with.
I would
he
look at
deserved
a car
that.
crushed.
I was gonna say.
I didn't like the guardian angel shit. I thought that was really weird. I thought that was like...
I will say this, that's very 90s. I feel like it like in its time and place, I think it fit, but I could see where maybe outside of that it would look weird.
That to me was like right out of stuff like Kevin Smith did with Dogma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I felt like watching that.
It didn't fit right. I don't think it fit right. I think I would have liked it better if he was like, my original ending idea that I had when I watched it was him dying, like I just said, and them all like hanging out undead, and Molly is like hanging out or whatever, and she like is like taking care of them, and she's like going off to bed or whatever. She looks up on her bed and she sees I'm under your bed or something like that. And I thought it would have been interesting if her being involved with that. That's just like, I don't think there was a lot to go off with the ending. The ending was very cut and dry.
I mean, a lot of horror movies are kind of disappointing around the ending.
I don't know. Halloween, greatest ending.
It's not always about it's never with horror movies about the destination.
Yeah, it's about the journey.
And this movie had a shitty journey.
Well, on that note, we're on to Conspiracy Corner. Does anyone have any conspiracies?
Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of conspiracies around this movie. I just had the whole Joe Lieberman thing, and like, that was a weird guy. He used to. It was weird. He used to have. I remember when I was in college, and he was running for the Senate again. He would have limousines that would come up to the college and drive you to the polls. Like he just had like a whole bunch of limousines that would circle around,
get you to the polls.
That would get you to the polls. It was very surreal kind of thing, but yeah, I don't know. He was also a big anti-video game crusader kind of individual.
I know that one place parents want us to draw the line is with violence in video games.
I was not a big fan of a lot of his nonsense, so...
No, that's some bullshit. I think my big conspiracy is that Mick and Peanut were sent there to be his guardian angels from the very beginning, and that's why they came back to life, unlike the parents.
Yeah,
that is a good... I like that.
They always say, like, we can't go over our house because of our parents, but your parents are dead. Their parents are God. They're guardian angels from the very beginning, and that they were sent there to give him purpose. But instead of him being like good and using that for good, he just became lazy. So they're like, okay, get off your ass and go talk to her. Like they were kind of like the devil and the angel on his shoulder, kind of like telling him what to do, and he was just like, I'm not gonna do that. And then Peanut was getting pissed off. He's starting to get like angry about his job, and he's like, dude, I'm getting sick and tired here. Man, fuck you.
Dang, I like it. All right, we're on to hot takes. I had a hot take, something we kind of touched on already, that they should have just kept the original.
That was my hot take. That's pretty much.
I had two hot takes. The pool ending was better, and I think a lot of people criticize the puppet. I thought the puppet was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the puppet was sick.
I thought the puppet was
the
cool.
eyes.
I thought it, rolling up. And I still didn't hate the ending that they went with. I thought that was still a pretty funny ending. But when I saw the other one, I was like, ooh, that one was a lot better.
Plus, I mean, in hindsight, right, this would have came out Halloween time, 1998.
Yeah.
I think it would have hit better. Plus, in hindsight, it wouldn't have came out so close to the Columbine shooting. So, I mean, it would have been, again, this all we can look at now.
Yeah.
But I think it would have done a lot better if it had come out in Halloween time, because this is a Halloween movie. And I think it's kind of an underrated Halloween movie, because I think it's a fun Halloween watch, too.
Yeah.
We're on to our Hall of Slain. Our Hall of Slain are characters that have died in the movies that we review that would help us get through and survive a horror movie, because we are the final girl. Are there any characters you would like to nominate from idle hands?
I mean, come on, guys. We all know.
These are first ballot Hall of Famers, right?
Yeah. Dexter's coming with us, right? Dexter Holland.
Oh, I didn't even think of him.
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh, we need the offspring.
Not only the lead singer of The Offspring, but a PhD in molecular biology.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he actually defended his doctoral thesis. I researched him a little bit because I like The Offspring, but I didn't know a lot about the band. But he actually has his PhD. So, we're talking about smart, capable punk singer. Come on.
Yeah. Logan can play guitar with him in the corner, and Dan can grab the mic and rock out. And
and if any molecular if some type of super virus comes...
That too. I was going with the entertainment value.
Some type of super virus, horror demon virus comes. We got a man.
Him and Fred Durst.
We got a man in the right place.
All right, so gavel sound for Dexter
and Mick and P-Nub.
That was my call. That's what I was gonna say.
The undead version, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. The undead. Yeah.
Right?
Not the angel. Well, technically, they're always angels.
Right. First ballot Hall of Famers here.
Oh, yeah.
How cool would they be, right?
Yeah.
All right. Gavel sound.
I want one for my group.
Who the hell died? You're bringing
I want
it.
the dad and the mom. I thought they were great. I really like
Fred Willard.
Fred Willard, and I want the mom because true love.
Your wing's getting crowded here.
I don't care. I want a big...
You know what? We might need them for Logan's wing so he can have some parental figures.
He's going to need somebody to keep the Frog Brothers in line.
No, not the Frog Brothers. We need someone to keep Lex Luthor from getting into trouble.
God. All right, gavel sound for Logan, the parents.
And I also got the Grease guys
Nathan,
from...
make it sound like a clown horn.
Hey! I also got the Greaser guys from Part 5 there.
Yeah. You're gonna say someone else?
Oh yeah. I have one more late entry. Mine is also Tanya. And my only reason is devil costume.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, I'm bringing her in.
This might be the most members we've ever had.
One movie.
I watched the death count. 16. Unlike some of the previous movies that we were watching where nobody dies, 16 people died in this movie.
Christ, this is like a Jason movie.
Yeah.
All right, gavel sound, Tanya.
Like you've seen one.
Yeah. 6 people. I wouldn't know, but I've been told. Yeah.
5 had some deaths.
Oh, wait till you go to hell.
Oh my God.
6 people in one movie.
Woo.
Insane.
16, yeah.
Well, 6 for the Hall of Slain.
Oh, yeah. No,
no Bones?
Is Bones alive?
Who's Bones?
The cat.
I don't know that the cat. He died. He was.
There's no confirmation. Plus, we don't want
Bones.
Woody and
we don't need no Bones.
Yeah.
All right. We're on to Hook, Line, and Stinker. Our hook is our favorite kill in the movie. Our line is our favorite line or quote in the movie. And our stinker is something funny, awful, or weird that happens that makes the movie either better or worse. I've always loved this one as a kid. It's Mick getting the bottle to the head.
Yeah.
And I specifically loved the makeup where he's just got the bottle in his head still throughout.
Oh, that was so cool.
My line is... going through the vents, they're trying to help Anton out. They get to Tanya a little too late, and Mick goes,
"Okay, I'm not going through all this, Tanya. Go back down."
Oh my God. The stinker, I couldn't really pull out a lot of stinkers. It was just like the cat getting thrown, I thought was a little like, oh man.
I thought that was ridiculously funny.
I thought that was funny. That was Fresh Prince style comedy with the fake cat being thrown out.
Yeah, I like it more as like something I like that makes it a little bit funny.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say because of animal cruelty, but at the same time, it's like, it's a fake cat.
No, I laughed.
At least
Dan,
the dog
how about
didn't
you?
get hurt.
For me, Hook, I have the officer's death, the 2-for-1 special, the sewing needle through the ears and the taser to the face.
Yeah.
Taser face.
So good. And, like, you saw the taser go. You saw the taser hit his face and
melted in.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
There's a character named
I know.
Taserface.
Yeah.
That's the
He was doing
greatest.
it with you.
I know. I love it so much. Taserface.
Line, it's the burrito scene where Seth Green is singing the burrito song.
Yes.
And then Devon Sawa comes in and he sees him getting ready to open the microwave up to get his burrito. And he's like, no. And he's like,
Sorry, man. There were only 2.
there was only 2. Like, turned into burritos.
I love it.
In the microwave.
Oh my god.
And then my stinker is like sometimes it's just almost too stupid funny, or characters' actions, like kind of like what Logan was touching on a little bit earlier, like characters' actions don't make a lot of sense with like integral parts of the story, like Anton and Molly being a thing so easily. Like, you gave me my journal back and grabbed my ass. You're my boyfriend now.
Very faculty.
You helped me slay a demon. Let's fuck. I killed my parents and my 2 best friends. Fuck it. I'm gonna get high.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Well, technically, he didn't kill his parents. It was the hand.
Yeah.
You gotta believe me. It was the hand.
Maybe if his hands weren't idle, he could have saved their lives. He had done something
it's all his
productive,
fault.
like worked on his Ford.
That's why I work on my Ford, man. Yeah, that's why.
Bearclaw, how about you?
My line is Anton goes,
You said you were just unconscious. You lied to me. Hey, you killed me. All right, try and keep this thing in perspective.
try and keep things in perspective
Yeah.
here. I thought
Wait a minute. What's your hook?
Oh, Hook, sorry. I jumped to...
You're
You
going
jumped ahead.
I jumped to the line. No, my hook is Tanya's death. I thought that was,
Okay.
That was
awesome.
cool.
Because there was a lot of tension when she put the shoe in there. It was like the Chekhov's shoe kind of thing. And you knew the hand was going to come pull that out. And then it got wrapped around. And I don't know. I just thought it was a really cool death. And then the pieces of her were everywhere. I also had the cop's death. And I thought the principal's death was pretty funny, too. Where he was like, no, it's 825 is the number. And then he's like, oh, okay.
He got a hand job.
I thought that was I thought that was funny. My line, like I said, let's try and keep perspective here. I think Mick had a bunch of one-liners throughout this, and the ending where he says, that's it, no explosions, no hellfire.
I mean, no, I'm glad everybody's all right, but yeah, that was weak.
But that was weak. Like, I thought that was good because if you saw the other ending, it had a lot of hellfire and explosions and a wall of hands.
That had to be done on purpose.
Yeah, I think that was either Seth or the director's criticism of changing the ending. The stinker, again, the ending, I just wish they had gone with the pool ending because it was so much cooler, and I think it would have achieved the same thing. And for a movie that only made $3 million, I feel like test audiences.
Who cares?
Who cares about the test audience? Like, be true to yourself and your art. You know what I mean? But okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I got. Hook, line, and stinker.
Logan.
My hook. Taser face. It is metaphorical. It'll be worse than scrotum face. Oh man, I love Guardians too. Yeah, it's Officer Taserface. I gave out so much when that happened. I was like, yes, what a cool kill. And even with, I think, like, also, Dan, you touched on a little bit, like the needle through the head. Oh, what a cool kill.
Yep.
It was so awesome, and I love how long it took to get to it because it was just like you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I love it so much. They deserved it after they gave him shit for littering. Man, you better...
Yeah, they set up them as the...
Doesn't
the
it smell like
douchebags.
marijuana? It smells like marijuana to me. Write it up, Ruck. What? It's empty.
It's an empty bag. My line, now this is a long one, but it's just because it legitimately made me laugh so hard.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today because you're all dead.
You're all dead. It's all my fault. Mom, Dad, you fed me, kept a roof over my head until I killed you.
So I guess if you look at it that way, I haven't been a good son, but I'm really, really, really sorry. And wherever you are, I just want you to forgive me because I'm gonna try to change.
But I'm gonna try to change. Mick, P-Nub, I'll never forget all those times we sat around, watched TV, and got really, really stoned. And all those other times we just...
I guess that's all we did.
Well, I guess that's all we did. Amen.
What a eulogy.
I love that he started out with dearly beloved. I was like, oh my God, this guy's an idiot. Because you're all dead. I also did have I'm going to call 911. What's the number? Which is really good. Stinker, I did have pretty much anything that had to do with Molly. I didn't like anything. I thought her character was so one-dimensional. It was just really bad. And the ending, too.
Any honorable mentions?
Yes. For kills, I liked the head splat in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tanya's death was pretty... Well, Tanya's death was a little lame, but like I love how they use splatter, like with the mom and with the head splat.
Yeah.
And, like, I thought that was really cool. Yeah.
Also, Stinker, the muffler bong. Like,
yeah, I don't understand that.
Like, no, I thought it was cool. I was like,
oh, yeah.
like, I was like, oh,
that was what he meant to make it better.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I think anything, like Bearclaw said, anything that Mick said is really online for like great stuff because everything he said was just amazing. I loved it so much.
One line that got me a lot was when they were in the microwave and Penelope was like,
maybe we should clean it first. Hey, yeah. And while we're at it, we can clean the whole fucking house. This ain't our mess.
Like, that's such like a stoner thing. It's like, no, this isn't my problem.
Right.
Like,
I love the line where he's like about to go out and talk to Molly, and he's like, maybe you should go put on some pants.
Pants help.
Dookie the dog too. Any scene with Dookie the dog in it.
I like that he held on to the dog, and he's like,
yeah.
It's very Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
I almost wish Dookie had died. Almost. That way we could bring him in the Hall of Slime.
We can put him in the Logan wing.
Yeah.
No more going into Logan's wing.
Christ. Also known as the clown car.
Dad, I'm telling you right now, there's a character we are nominating in our next movie that will for sure be going into the Logan wing.
I'm going to have to blow out another section of the hall.
No, it's the clown car. They all fit in one little clown car.
It's one tiny room. We're like an orphanage.
25 people in there.
An orphanage is not a nice mansion above the hill. 30 people to a room.
Oh, man. It's time for our final rating.
They're gonna rate the movie. What will they rate the movie? The killer is great, the victim sucks, the survivor is in between. What was that?
Now, if this is your first time listening, we have a 3-tier rating system. Killer is our best, our middle tier is Survivor, and finally, it's the dreaded victim. For me, I'm rating Idle Hands a killer. I've been on a pretty steady killer rating system here.
Oh, I wonder why.
But we were like 13 when all these movies came out.
Yeah, I mean, I love these movies. They're all a part of why I love horror. So, like, I can't maybe look at them other than nostalgia glasses, but I think especially Idle Hands does something different. It is unique. It does blend comedy. It does blend horror, and it blends good horror. Like, if you're a horror fan, the gore scenes, like some of the tension scenes, they're really good. And like I touched on earlier, the Halloween atmosphere, I think, is very underrated in this movie.
Yeah.
Another great Devon Sawa 90s movie for sure. And I think Idle Hands is one of those movies that it was kind of the end of its era a little bit. And I wish we would see more like this that kind of took chances, because I think Idle Hands did take a big chance on what they were doing. That's why I'm giving it a killer. Dan, how about you?
For me, Idle Hands is also a killer.
Ooh.
It's a lot of fun, great kills, great effects. It does a great job of blending horror and comedy elements. I definitely recommend giving it a watch for yourself if you've never seen it. The beginning is a little slow moving, but it's a mindless ride. No thinking required. You will have a bad time if you try to, while ignoring the magic of this film, and that it is pure id energy. I watched this movie and it hits me in the nostalgia feels unlike any movie we've covered. It's more of an unflattering and over-the-top depiction of kids in the late 90s that feels more akin to my experience than like the Screams or the I Know What You Did Last Summers, where like the characters, they're teens like in the universe, but
written by adults.
Written by adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bearclaw, how about you?
I mean, hand in microwave, fingers and pencil sharpeners, killer. Come on. I mean, you've got a disembodied hand running around. You've got hilarity. You've got zombie best friends. I mean, what more do you want from a horror movie, really?
What more do you need?
Yeah, what more are you asking for?
All right, Logan.
This movie sucks.
Dang.
I hate this movie with a passion because of what it gave me and what it didn't give me. I wanted this movie to be a straight up slasher movie. Instead, I got a demonic possession movie with mindless characters and comedy that went one way and went out the other. I think this movie is a mindless 90s movie that should never be rewatched. I think this deserves the box office that it got. I will give it props for 2 characters that are in the greatest of all time character list of P-Nub and Mick.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the mom and dad.
The mom and dad, too.
Yeah, the mom and dad.
They're awesome. I love them so much. I love it.
I'll always give Fred Willard his due.
Yeah, Fred Willard's great.
He wasn't in that this long.
And that's fine. He gave me what I needed. Any more of him, I would have not invited him in the hall.
Good enough. Any more of him, and it would have been below a victim.
I think this movie does what it needed to do. It's very unique.
You should check out Best in Show. I think you'd like that a lot.
Oh, no, I will not watch that. No, I don't think I will.
You like Fred Willard.
You know, though, I will say there are good aspects of this movie, but it is not for me. I give this, surprisingly, a low-end Survivor for the first 20 minutes that it gave me.
Wow.
Wow, I was expecting a victim. Yeah.
This was terrible, but it's so Survivor.
I feel like it's practical effects got to put it over the line somewhere.
Mick and P-Nub were the greatest comedy duo, and they saved the movie. Like I said, I don't think if there was no comedy to this movie, this movie would have been below a victim. I would have not rated this movie.
Oh, I can agree with you on that 100%.
Like, this movie would have been totally lost with that. I think Devon Sawa was great, but I just don't think I cared enough about it. Mick and P-Nub forever.
Nathan, our producer, gave his rating, and he said, "When I saw Idle Hands in high school, I loved it. But upon rewatch, I've realized that was probably because I was really stoned. It's still a fairly clever and fun movie, but the stoner comedy aspect just doesn't hit like it used to. Survivor."
Join me.
We also asked you, our audience, what your thoughts were on Idle Hands.
I mean, I'll just take no victims. I mean,
From Paul Long, 114, the first DVD that I ever bought. Oh.
Yeah.
From Breaking the Ghoul, I absolutely love this movie. Total killer. It's funny and the practical effects are great. Eldon Henson and Seth Green's looks are iconic. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
From Modern Monstrous, I don't think I've ever heard of this movie.
That's a good thing. Keep it that way.
Yeah, a lot of people, like I said earlier, had messaged us and they were like, I haven't heard of this movie. And
it's a victim of circumstance. I can see a lot of folks it going one or two ways. I can see if you're like a serious horror head, you might not like it because it's too comedic. But if you like a little comedy in there, I think it's got something for you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you all so much for your comments. We love hearing from all of you. And if you're interested in commenting on any of the movies that we review, please go to our Instagram, and that's at mouths.of.madness, or write to us at thepaddedroom@outlook.com. Before we end the episode, we want to embrace the madness and let you all know what we've been up to. For me, this past week, I watched my first Godzilla movie ever. I watched Godzilla -1 for Straight Jacket Tub.
Oh, that was your first movie you've
God
never
bless
seen?
you made it through the whole thing, huh?
I liked it. You didn't like it, huh?
What?
I thought it was the slowest movie
Wow.
Move this man!
I tried to watch the first hour of that movie, and I was like, nothing has happened yet.
Did you watch it in black and white?
No, I watched it on Netflix in color. I mean, yes, it had cool like visual effects, but like the first hour of that movie was like talking, and like maybe if you're into like Japanese film criticism or something, maybe it has something to say about it, but man, did the first hour of that movie drag where I was like, I don't even give, like, my wife and I, we sat down and watched it, and it was like, it was one of those things, we were like expecting a Godzilla movie, and then an hour of talking later, and I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that from that point of view for sure, because there is like a big story that kind of Godzilla is a part of, but it's not necessarily
every new
Godzilla
movie has that though.
Yeah,
like the one with Elizabeth Olsen there. That one is like, oh yeah, here's this family, but also Godzilla's there too.
Yeah, for sure. And if you want to hear all my thoughts on Godzilla -1, go to our YouTube channel and check out our Straight Jacket Talk episode on it. I also watched a horror movie called New Life, and this was a recommendation from my cousin, who his good buddy is the director of it. And so I went and checked it out. It's currently on Hulu. It was pretty good, especially for like a very low budget movie. I thought the cinematography was amazing. I thought it had a really good story, and you know, it is a slow burn, which for me is difficult sometimes. I think this is a movie that, like, on a rewatch, I would even like more, because once I get the pacing idea down, then it's better for me. But I think the payoff at the end is pretty cool. And it tells, like I said, a really good story. So I definitely recommend checking it out. That's it for me. How about you, Dan?
I had the opportunity to catch the original 89 Batman and Batman Returns as a double feature at theaters a couple weeks ago. They had like a release for like a one night only. And so cool. Yeah, it was fucking amazing to get to see them both on the big screen. Just there's something about seeing like one of them classic movies like in theater. It was a great reminder of how amazing Jack Nicholson's Joker was.
I would have loved to have seen that in theaters.
Seeing them back to back made me like really appreciate 89 Batman having the right tone and balance. It's like the perfect Batman movie.
Just like that
all
Tim
balance
Burton city, and like just the whole like feel of those movies is so like grim and dark. And
all balance, everything should be.
But to your point though, like getting to see Batman 1 and Batman 2 like in the same sitting. Returns like has really awesome villains like with DeVito as Penguin and Pfeiffer as Catwoman, but it's too much Burton and not enough Batman. Yeah. Like after seeing more the first Batman, like it's just too. They gave Burton too much creative and Returns.
They do that a lot of times with some creators. You know, they just let them off the leash, and it's like, yeah, the leash might have been what was may have been warranted a little bit.
You want to hear a little fun fact about that? And I was just about to talk about it in my thing about I watched a video on Tim Burton about his directorial stuff, and the big thing was during that time he was really getting big as a director, and people were really wanting him to direct stuff like Beetlejuice. He was on Edward Scissorhands, and he was going to do Nightmare Before Christmas. But at the same time as that was about to happen, and he was supposed to direct Nightmare Before Christmas, they wanted him to come back to do Batman Returns. And they were like, okay, we want you back, but because you were really mad about Batman 89, you weren't given a lot of like creative control. This movie, we're going to give you 100% creative control. And he's like, shit, I'm in. And that's why instead of him directing Nightmares, someone else stepped in, and that was the... So
they basically lured him away from that project to do Batman by giving him that full creative.
And what really sucks, too, is it's called Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. He showed up at least like maybe 3 times at set to see it, but like other than that, he really didn't touch it with it.
He just had his name attached to it.
He had his name and he kind of wrote the story, but everything else was not his.
There is a book, and I saw this, and I almost got it, but I didn't have time to read it. There is a screenplay for like Harvey Dent, played by Carl Weathers in the original?
No, Billy Williams.
Billy Williams. There is a whole screenplay of like the Joker coming back and like a second Batman that's like totally different than that. They recently published it into a book. Was it any good?
I read it.
Doesn't Bob become the Joker or something like
yes,
that?
I will give you the book because I think you would really like it. I think that's your kind of... That. Yeah, it's really good. And they're making a second one too that looks like really good, and it's supposed to finish off like the author's like plan of like what would happen. It's really good.
Kind of reminds me also like of this obscure thing with Superman where they were gonna have Nicolas Cage be Superman.
Yeah. They had him be one in like a multiverse.
They had him in like a suit and everything.
Yeah, I think he owns a suit, doesn't he?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, wasn't Tim Burton gonna do Superman and it was gonna be Nicolas Cage?
I think that's what it was, yeah.
Arnold still has his
I don't know, I'd watch that movie.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
I would watch the shit out of that, yeah.
Oh my
God.
Give
me Nick Cage, okay, yeah.
Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Bearclaw.
I haven't been watching too much, but I started watching the new Alien Earth.
Oh yeah,
I heard about that.
It's pretty good things. It's really, really good thus far. I've been really enjoying it. I'm only like 2 episodes in, so really a good time. I'd recommend it thus far. I don't know that I can give it a full heart. I haven't watched the whole thing. I like the Alien franchise. I like the fact that the continuity is all over the place. I think that's probably closer to what, if there was a real life thing, the continuity probably would be all over the place. So I don't know. I liked it. I would recommend watching it. That's what I've been watching. I'm very excited about the new Hellraiser video game that's coming out. I'm very excited about the new Michael Myers video game that's coming out. John Carpenter's also got another one like Toxic Rangers or something that's coming out. That looks good. So, I mean, horror and video games, let me tell you, it's going to be big, guys.
It's coming.
It's going to be big.
It's coming back.
It's going to be big. Horror and video games.
Buy now.
Logan, how about you?
Pretty much, I've been getting into like the world of British movies, and more importantly, I've been getting into The Kingsman. Oh my God. I love that movie so goddamn much.
Say Teletubbies, but okay.
Oh yeah, that too.
I thought you were just gonna say Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
I've been watching Downton Abbey.
World War I was horrific, guys.
I really, you know what? That might be my top 5 movies of all time. I really enjoy that. It's not in top 4, but it's really good. The Secret Service is like in 2014, 2015. It's so much fun. I love that movie so much. I love Taron Egerton. I love everyone in the movie. Michael Caine's in it. My God, it's just like, it's everything you need. Samuel Jackson's the bad guy.
Wow.
It's so good. Mark Hamill shows up for some reason. It's like the greatest cast of all time. It's so much fun. I had a lot of fun watching that. I think like there's not a lot of movies that can really like uplift you, but that movie is just like, it's so insane. I love it so much.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Mouths of Madness on your favorite audio platform and YouTube. If you've enjoyed your descent into madness, we really would appreciate it if you would rate us 5 stars and leave us a review. You can find us on Instagram at mouths.of.madness. Check out our new episode of Straight Jacket Talk on Godzilla -1 right now on YouTube at Mouths of Madness. Finally, we have our email address. Write to Bearclaw at thepaddedroom@outlook.com and let him know how you're getting ready for spooky season.
Yeah, and definitely go check out that Straight Jacket Talk and let me know which one has more talking, the movie or the Straight Jacket Talk about Godzilla +1.
-1.
-1.
Wow.
I can't believe you don't like it, especially in black and white. Oh, come on, man.
That does it for our review on Idle Hands. We'll be back soon with another episode, and we're going to be reviewing Logan's pick, Five Nights at Freddy's. Join us as Madtober is just getting started. But until then, back to the padded room with you. Hey guys, I'm glad you could all meet up with me here. And I'm glad you guys all made it back from the field.
Barely got out of there with my asshole virginity in place.
Yeah, Bigfoot got me.
I didn't really see anything. I was kind of just hanging out in the kitchen the entire time, so.
Well, we got a call from this establishment. There might be some possible animatronics that are possessed. I don't know. Should we go in?
Pretty creepy.
I don't.
Weird.
I don't feel good about this, guys.
Wait a minute. Are those possessed animatronics? Oh no.
Oh God.
What is?
Anybody else feel like pizza?
Oh no. You don't want to eat that pizza, Bearclaw.
Its eyes are glowing.
Oh God.
God.
Oh no. Oh God.
We gotta get out of here.
Freddy Fazbear's pizza.